Hello EFD fans and welcome to this week's edition of Euro Transfer Talk. There might not be any football for us to enjoy on the pitch, but that hasn't stopped the gossip and rumour mills from throwing up a number of stories worth paying attention to. As ever, get your rumours into me at PatrickBVS on Twitter or at EFD Squad with the hashtag TransferTalk, and don't forget to subscribe to EFD and hit the bell so you never miss a video. Let's go. We start in Spain with the news Barcelona are ready to put French forward Antoine Griezmann up for sale, just a season after splashing €120 million to bring him to the Camp Nou in the first place. According to Sport, 8 goals and 4 assists in 26 La Liga games has been deemed not enough by the Blaugrana hierarchy. As a result, they're ready to listen to bids in the region of €100 million for the former Atletico Madrid man, which would represent yet another considerable loss on a high-profile transfer for the Catalonians. Griezmann has more than had his chance to impress at Barcelona. With Luis Suarez and Ousmane Dembele suffering long-term injuries, the Frenchman has been a regular fixture in the Blaugrana starting lineup. Only Ter Stegen and Gerard Piqué have played more league minutes than him in the whole squad, but Suarez and Messi have still both significantly outperformed him. He hasn't been helped by constant rumours suggesting poor relations with other players in the dressing room, none more so than with Messi, while his infamous The Decision video back in 2018, when he originally rejected Barcelona, has not been forgotten by the club's fans, who have struggled to warm to him. But his main issue has been without doubt Barcelona's public courting of former star Neymar. Both club and player have made no secret of their desire to reunite, so there always appeared to be some inevitability about Griezmann being used as a make-weight to finally bring the Brazilian back to Spain. The issue now is who would be willing to spend big on the French forward. The Real Sociedad Academy product turned 29 last week, but still has a lot to offer. At his peak, he was widely regarded as the best player in La Liga aside from Messi and Ronaldo, and he's been sorely missed by his former side Atleti. Plus, he's still found the net 14 times in all competitions, which is hardly a disaster. As always, Manchester United have been linked with his name, with Arsenal keeping tabs too. Meanwhile, Inter Milan has been suggested as another possible destination, with Barcelona also keen on their star forward Lautaro Martinez. Whatever happens, a deal for Griezmann could trigger some serious transfers around the whole of the continent. Barcelona fans, has Griezmann been that bad? Do you all think he's still worth €100 million? Tell us your opinion in the comments below. Next we head to Germany, where reports have emerged that a whole host of clubs are set to chase Eintracht Frankfurt centre-back Evan Ndicka. Over the last couple of years, the 20-year-old has gradually emerged as a mainstay in Die Adler's side. He's made 15 Bundesliga appearances this campaign, with a further 7 in the Europa League, where he's also been playing at left-back. And what makes the 6'4" star so desirable is the fact that he is left-footed, with the flow of promising left-sided centre-halves in world football in very short supply. Both Milan's sides and the Spanish outfits Valencia and Sevilla are said to be keeping up with his development, but the main interest could be coming from England, where Sky Sports have reported that Arsenal and Liverpool are both keen. Early suggestions have put the former Auxerre Academy product's value at around €25 million, though with the number of clubs interested, that could easily rise. Wherever he goes, Eintracht Frankfurt looks set to make a considerable profit on their original €5.5 million investment in the French under-21 international. Should Liverpool miss their man, they could move for another young defender making waves in Germany, Schalke's Malik Thiaw. Dubbed the new Joel Matip by the German media, a €7 million release clause in the 18-year-old's contract has got the attention of the Reds, though Schalke are keen to tie him down to a new deal. Jurgen Klopp reportedly considers the free signing of Joel Matip as one of his best ever transfers and would have no problem raiding the Royal Blues again. He may only have one senior appearance to his name, but Thiaw looks like a star in the making. Any centre-back arriving at Anfield will likely be replacing Croatian star Dejan Lovren. The 30-year-old has endured a mixed 6-year career at Liverpool since his €25 million move from Southampton back in 2014. Signed by Brendan Rodgers, he was initially considered a weak link in the side, even being named one of the 20 worst signings of the year by The Telegraph. But the arrival of Klopp did wonders for his confidence, and during the following 3 years he became a regular in the starting 11. He would even proclaim himself one of the best centre-backs in the world, following Croatia's historic run to the World Cup final in 2018. However, the rise of Joe Gomez and form of Joel Matip alongside the immovable Virgil van Dijk has limited Lovren to just 32 appearances in all competitions over the last 2 seasons. His contract is set to expire in 2021, and having shown no desire to extend that deal, it appears his time at Anfield looks set to be coming to a close. Last summer he reportedly demanded a transfer, but no club showed willingness to meet Liverpool's €20 million asking price. But with that value having significantly fallen this time around, this summer should be different. One of those who inquired about his availability last season is Serie A outfit Lazio, and they've once again entered the frame. According to Gazzetta dello Sport, the Biancocelesti are ready to offer him a $3 million a year deal, and while this may be less than he earns at Liverpool, it would come with the long-term contract he desires. They inevitably face competition from other sides, most notably from Arsenal and Tottenham, but there may never be a better time to join Simeone Inzaghi's high-flying Eagles. Liverpool fans, would you be sad to see Lovren go, and who would you like to see replace him? Let us know. Another player who could be heading to Serie A is Bayern Munich star Corentin Tolisso. The 25-year-old has been the unlucky loser in a Bayern midfield stacked with class, with the Frenchman often stuck behind the likes of Leon Goretzka, Thiago, Thomas Müller and Joshua Kimmich. This has limited Tolisso to just 632 minutes of Bundesliga football this season, just a year after missing the whole of the 2018-19 campaign with a ruptured ACL. In total, since joining from Lyon for a then Bayern record €42 million, he's played just 2,210 minutes of league football in 3 seasons, 361 minutes less than he managed in his final year in France alone. But that doesn't appear to have put off his suitors. Gazzetta dello Sport in Italy and Bild in Germany have reported that Inter Milan are ready to bring the midfielder to the San Siro in a €35 million move. It could prove to be a win-win for all parties involved. Inter boss Antonio Conte is said to be a huge fan of the France international, while for Bayern, although the move would represent a loss, €35 million would still provide a huge chunk towards the summer transfer kitty. For Tolisso, the opportunity to join a resurgent Nerazzurri and put his troubles in Bavaria behind him may be too good to turn down. 35 mil is a small price to pay for a player of his class, so Inter would be wise to tie up this deal quickly before other clubs get involved. While one world-class midfielder could be heading to Serie A, another could be leaving in the form of Juventus star Miralem Pjanic. That's because a number of outlets both in England and Italy are reporting that the old lady are open to offers for their Bosnian playmaker after 4 years at the club. The 29-year-old has been brilliant in Turin since joining from Roma for 32 mil back in 2016. He's won every domestic title available to him in that time, even being named in the Serie A team of the season for 3 consecutive years in a row. However, this campaign his form has slightly dipped, with his shots and key passes per match at their lowest rate since heading to Italy. Juve boss Maurizio Sarri has made no secret of his desire to overhaul his side's stacked midfield, having already moved Emre Can onto Borussia Dortmund. And it appears Pjanic is next, with Sarri keen to engineer a deal that would see him reunited with his personal favourite, Jorginho. According to Corriere dello Sport, the Blues are going to be offered a swap deal that would see their Italian head back to Italy, with the Bosnian international coming the other way. Jorginho followed Sarri to England from Naples in 2018, but has become a firm fan favourite at Stamford Bridge since the Italian's departure. So while Corriere dello Sport are reporting that Chelsea would be interested in signing Pjanic, whether they would entertain letting Jorginho go in return is a different matter. What makes this more interesting is the fact the Mirror are reporting the 28-year-old would be keen to play under Sarri again, and at just 18 months younger than Pjanic, the valuation of the pair wouldn't be too far apart. This is a swap deal that could very well happen. Manchester City is said to be monitoring the situation too, but Chelsea fans, what do you think? Would you swap Jorginho for Pjanic, or would you rather have both at the club? Let us know in the comments below. Finally, we finish with the sensational news that Zlatan Ibrahimovic is set to finally hang up his boots and move into management at the end of this season. The legendary Swede will turn 39 in October, and despite his age, it appeared the forward had no intention of retiring. He rejoined struggling Serie A side AC Milan in January for an initial 6 months, but has an option to extend that deal by an additional 12 months at the end of the season, whenever that may be. However, those plans appear to have collapsed. He may have scored 4 goals in 10 appearances for the Rossoneri, but the former PSG and Barca star is said to be unhappy at the club's decision to sack their former chief football officer Zvonimir Boban, a key player in bringing Zlatan back to the San Siro. That, coupled with the fact that AC Milan looks like a project that isn't going anywhere fast, appears to have opened the door for him to pursue his managerial dream. It was reported during his Man United days that the prolific goalscorer intended to take his coaching badges in 2017, and he could be putting those to use as early as next season. As with all things Ibrahimovic, you can never be sure what will happen next, but it looks like he'll definitely still be involved in football next season, either on the pitch leading an attack or barking orders from the touchline. But EFD fans, what would you think? Would you want to play for a Zlatan side, or do you want to see him keep playing? Let us know in the comments. So that's all we've got time for on Euro Transfer Talk this week, but let us know which stories you'd like to see us cover next week. If you enjoyed this video, drop us a like and don't forget to subscribe to the channel, hit that notification bell to never miss a video. We'll see you next time.